him back. He is back. Killer K in the building, yo. Now, for those of you who don't know Killer K is U.S. Special Forces soldier with the rank as an Army Major. Yeah, he's no joke. Do the Killer K share, Abusia. From time to time, I tell you military stories, Abusia. Now, I tell you a story of how he almost died jumping out of an airplane. Let's enjoy.
So, normally with the airborne rangers, right, with the 82nd paratroopers, a soldier needs to have a certain amount of jumps to get paid, because you get paid for the jumps, right?
Jumping out of airplanes.
Jumping out of planes, right?
Wow,
so
okay.
you get paid for it. Right? So there's only a handful of soldiers that want to jump out of a perfectly moving airplane. Right? Who in their right mind want to jump out of a plane? Right? But hey, I applaud my men and women that jump out of planes. It's really fun. Personally, I think it's better than sex, but you know.
Most people would disagree.
Because they have to jump out of plane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the soldiers have to jump in a month. They are required by regulations, right? Okay. They are required one jump every 3 months.
Okay.
But being in the 82nd, it's not gonna happen. You're gonna have maybe even 5 jumps a month.
A month?
Yeah.
Instead of the one.
Instead of one every 3 months.
Wow.
They'll make sure they maximize. Yeah, you will jump, right? Now, when you deploy, the government will still pay you, but you're not jumping.
Okay, when you deploy to, for example, Afghanistan and Iraq, okay.
You're not jumping over there, but the government will continue to pay you.
Okay.
You know, but, a big but, when you return, they expect you to resume your jumping. All right, so we came back from Iraq, and we had to resume our jumps.
Okay.
And before we actually take block leave, and block leave is usually like when you come back from deployment, the government makes sure, hey, let's give this guy 30 days or whatever amount of days that they want, depending on their leave days, to go spend it with their families. And, you know, they want to give you that break, right? Because the minute you come back from block leave, it's go. We're training, getting ready to go again, out of the door, you know. Okay. So, but before you can take your block leave, you have to do a jump. All right. Yeah. So, on this very occasion, you know, we geared up, you know, went to Green Ramp, and Green Ramp is, you know, 82nd Airborne. This is where we load up, you know, you get in chocks and you get on the plane, and then you all walk the green ramp. That's what it's called. You walk the green ramp, and then you get on the plane, and then the plane takes off, you know, and then you jump. There's certain procedures that you go through. So I'm really excited. I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to get this jump over with, move on, and go spend time with family. You know, I've been gone for a year, which means I haven't had any pussy for a year. Excuse my French.
Wait. They deployed you for a year.
Yes, you do. Yeah. Yes. And as an infantry guy, we don't have females, so again, no pussy for a year. You know, so when you come back, everything looks good. You know? Okay. Yeah. 12 months. Normally, your normal deployment is 12 months.
Okay.
You could end up doing 9 months, but it's 12 months, right? So we came back, and we all excited. You know, we're gonna get this jump over with. Go into our 4-day. After the 4-day, take block leave. Go out there, have fun. Because when you come back from deployment, you have a lot of money too.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you have. I mean, you've been gone for a year, and you know
your salary are piling up.
It's piling up. So soldiers come back with $50,000, $70,000, $80,000, $90,000.
Shit.
Yeah, cash in their bank accounts. You know.
Wow.
Yeah. But the smart ones do the smart things with those money.
Yeah.
So back to, we can have a different discussion on that. So back to the story. We loaded up, Green Ramp, you know, getting on the bird. Wasn't thinking of anything, you know. Usually for me, anytime I jump out of a plane, when I get to the door, I first ask myself, what the fuck are you doing here? You know, like, I always ask myself, why are you doing this? You know, But then I just say to myself again, fuck it. You know, and then I just jump out. Yeah.
Okay.
So I wasn't really thinking of anything bad happening or anything. I've had a couple of bad jumps before, but I've never had a static line injury, okay? And what a static line injury is, the ropes that goes behind the chute, you know, as the soldiers comes in, as they approaches the door. So you have the first jumper, right? So the first jumper is the guy that is standing by the door, the plane, you know, C-130, whatever, the door is open, and he could see outside. He could see everything.
Okay.
He's just waiting for the jump master to see the green light. The green light will be activated by the pilot. All right, telling the jump master it's now safe for the jumpers to jump.
Okay.
All right. When the green light turns on, the jump master will turn and hit the soldier in the butt and say, "Go!" Right. That soldier immediately needs to go, because that's the signal to all the jumpers in the plane.
Yeah.
Right? So he goes, the second jumper coming in needs to make sure his static line is handed over. So it is in transition. He has to first lock eye with the jump master. Make sure the jump master sees him. He hands it over. The jump master takes the static line before he lets go, and then he jumps. Right? But it happens that fast. You know, so if you watch the video, like, you know, but each and every one have to make sure they make eye contact.
Eye contact, okay.
The problem here is when you jump with newbies, there's an issue.
Okay.
They are so nervous that they are worried about, they can see outside already, so they're scared, right? And so now they get to, and it happens so fast, they get to a point that instead of handing it over, they will throw it.
Okay. So if the jump master does not catch the rope,
there's a problem.
Oh.
Yes, because when the jump master catches the rope, he pulls it back behind him.
Okay.
Right?
So there's a process.
Yes.
You hand, okay, like a baton kind of thing.
Yes. It's going, you know.
Okay.
So when they throw it, the jump master may miss it, but it's too late. Remember, the jumpers are coming.
Yeah.
So the problem is the jumper after the guy that threw his static line is in trouble.
Why?
Because he threw his static line, right? So now his static line, remember, is pulled to the back. This rope did not get pulled to the back.
Okay.
So this rope is still hanging here.
Okay.
So me coming in as a jumper, when I hand my static line over to the jump master and he grabs mine, where's the other rope? He's still hanging here.
Okay.
So as I get ready to jump, that rope is on my arm.
Shit.
And when I jump, I'm not going anywhere. I will go outside, but the rope will pull me back and hit the side of the plane.
Then you can even break your arms.
Yes. So that's what we call Popeye arms.
Okay.
Right. So that's what happened to me.
Wow.
Yes. All right. So when I handed over my rope, I saw the other rope, but it was too late. Now it could go over your arm or it could go around your neck. If it goes around your neck, you are dead. Okay? If it goes around your arm, Popeye arms, but they have to cut. The only way they can free you is to cut it with a knife. Because you'll be on the side of the plane, boom, boom. You'll be smacking the side of the plane.
The inside of the plane,
No,
or the outside?
the outside of the plane. Remember, you've jumped out. And you were supposed to go with the wind before your chute deploy, but you couldn't go. Your chute would not deploy because you're stopped.
Wow.
So now you're like, you know, just smacking the side of the plane outside.
You're outside.
Yes.
Wow.
So that was me outside of the plane. Boom, boom, boom.
So how did you free yourself?
I can't free myself.
Okay. So
They had to cut me loose.
wow.
Yes, because they had to cut that static line before I could go.
Okay.
They could try pull you in, but that's too much work. So they cut the static line.
Okay.
And at that moment, I was like, I was already dazed. I've hit the side of the plane so many times. Like, I wasn't there. Yeah.
Oh goodness. So what happened after?
So after they cut me off, and I guess I was going, and then I felt, when your chute deploy, you feel a jerk, right? So at this point, I was dazed. I passed out, right? But I woke back up when I felt the jerk.
Okay.
And then I quickly tried to get my cell phone and record.
You are dying and
you're trying to record, you know. So I quickly was like, man, I couldn't believe this, you know. So I went into my pockets, pulled my cell phone, I started recording. I wanted to tell my story in the air, and then I was like, oh shit, I have to land. Now there is a process to land, you know. You have to do certain things to avoid injury.
Okay.
And you need both hands. So I quickly have to, oh shit, either I have to throw down my phone, which is expensive, and I'm not doing that, and I have to tuck the phone in and then, you know, go through the landing procedures and land it safely. But at that time, I wasn't feeling the pain.
Okay.
Yet. It was hours later, and especially the next day, it was swollen. I had that huge pie, right?
Wow.
Pie, the cartoon?
Yeah.
You see it?
Okay. The cartoon.
Yeah. He's also muscle. Yeah.
Hi.
So then it was the next day that it was really swollen.
Get away! Oh yeah! That was a good jump. That guy screwed me over. The specialist. I'm gonna go look for him and fuck him up. He was in front of me. And he didn't do what he was supposed to. Hope I find him.
After I landed, you know, my buddy, another Ranger type guy, we were just talking about it, and we were happy we landed safely. And we were just talking about, hey man, I'm gonna find this guy and I'm gonna fuck him up, and you know, cause yeah, he ruined my fucking jump. You know, he could have killed me, all that stuff. But overall, it went well.
Did the guy apologize at any point?
So I ran into him. So at this point, you know,
you didn't know what he just did.
Well, I really couldn't do much to him. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I had to go talk to him. I talked to his platoon leader. They spoke to him, and everybody was like, man, you a fucking cherry. You know, we called them cherries, you know. But there was no action, really. You really can't do anything. You know, everyone, you know, will eventually have a bad jump. And that was my bad jump that day. I've had multiple bad jumps, you know, that we can talk about another time. I had a bad jump in Ranger School with a guy just sucking my air. And then we were just fighting in the air and arguing in the air. It was just bullshit, man.
Well, if you guys want to hear that story, we will bring him on. He will tell that story too. So I would like to love this story. And if you want him back, you know what to do. Tell Kilake you want him back and we'll bring him back. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you don't miss any updates. Adios.
Airborne jump today, baby. That's what we do for a living, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they were quick. Getting ready to get on the bird right now. That's how we do it.